Oh yeah, my Instagram page. Take a look there. There's a little address on the bottom. And don't forget, at our Amazon store, we have the comic book conservation. Check it out. Here we go. Part 2 on the Avengers. Oh, conservation. Yes. Beta. 2 drops of Triton X. My Hollytex. Get that set up here. I got calcium boy water. I got the calcium hydroxide in there. Here's the little address for where I get my Hollytex. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little behind on videos. I've gone through a storm here. It's okay though. We'll toughen up like men. Beta. Yeah. Hallelujah. Everything is good in the mighty name of our Lord. Thank you so much being with me here on Sales by Comics. Let's do this. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies. I'm going to cover it up. We're going to do a full submerge. And I did do a little bit of setup here with moisture in the pages. Not a lot, because I don't do much moisture on the pages. But you can't see how I'm stirring it. Unfortunately, I had to cut it out. Sorry about that. Can't see because I'm going to do the mix with the Triton in there and all that. I will be using UV light, and I did put a little moisture in this. Our favorite word before I saturate it. Get a little moist. Our favorite word here on Sales Boy. You know what that means. You know it. It's all for the mothers out there. Woo!
Because you know what? You're dealing with a Canadian woman right now. And I will leap across this table and punch you right.
Yeah, that'll happen. Exactly. Can never go anywhere with that. Always a problem at every restaurant. Anyways, back to the topic here. So it's fully submerged. And you'll see how I'm going to beat the brake dust right out of there. And then we're going to, I believe I'm going to use the Captain Mike setup. I only use one light because the 960 MHZ is plenty of power. I don't go full bore like other guys do, because then it starts stripping off too much ink too quickly, and you tend to have problems. So this method right here is working smoothly and nicely. Let me grab that light. Well, I gotta show you the temperature first, and then I'm gonna grab that light. 96. We're at mid-90s. That's a good, nice, hot. My lighting will get better. Oh, yeah. Kermit likes it. Kermit likes it a lot. So, I will let it soak now, as the matrix system is working now. It's going to get fully saturated. I'm going to set up for the next dunk, if you know what I mean. And you'll see me do that here. From my little research, when I had to do for that little stain on the top, I kind of know what route I'm going to take, especially now when it comes to the cover. And I think I'm using one more drop because I'm not getting enough bubbling. So I'm going to still use a little bit more Triton X. You know, it's not going to hurt, because I've already planned this is going to be 4 washes. You want at least 3 good rinse-aids. So let's take a look at the where we're at here. I think I'm going to pull it up. I can't remember. Yeah, let's take a look at the rinse-aid. Here, looks like a nice cup of pay. Because I'm a war machine. All right, gotta do another glass. We're on our second wash here. First wrap. And grab my little Teflon spinny. There we go. See the bubble right there? Top right of that sheet? That's what I want to see. Now we're getting the Triton X full effect. That's what I'm looking for. And that'll really cleanse it well. That'll work great for the black light, if you know what I mean. The Captain Mike 960 MHZ. I'm going to use it because 4 minutes, I think, or 5 minutes. 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other side. But obviously, I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think I might have already did the flip. Sorry. I don't think everybody needs to watch me do all that. I'll just tell you what I did. Getting my next setup ready here. You can see I'm doing that on the right. Anybody knows anything about how to cut in the screen better for YouTube, let me know in the comments. It got her nice and hot. Yes, the water is very hot, but when I put the calcium hydroxide together, it will cool down. So be careful when you're using peroxide and you're mixing for anything. Make sure you look up what chemicals to use and not to use. If you're using straight up like calcium hydroxide and in peroxide, it's fine, but if you start mixing peroxide with other stuff, please do your due diligence and read and make sure, because I don't want anybody hurt and thinking they got the idea from me. We are doing really good, and it was important that I want to make sure the LED, because I want that stain to go down. That's what my main focus on, obviously, to get the tanning out, the harsh acids, but I want that stain. If you guys remember from video 1, and if not, I think you guys should go there to see. Remember what we got on the gurney and the little spotting. I'm finding out from this software is actually it's a form of mold. I'm going for another 3 minutes, I'm telling you, but I think I did 4. I think I did 4 and 4. So what I'm learning with, there's wash 2. Nice, looks like a nice hot cup of tea. Hush, here. Easy. Easy does it, boys. Sorry about this. There is little floaters in here. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to clean it out. It's from installing the new lights I put in here. Working in my little shop.
How do I walk differently?
I mean, I can make you walk differently if you give me, like, a couple hours in the bedroom or something.
Alright, we're back. Got all the wood chips out. Now it's good. We're in the mid-90s. Perfect, just the way I want it. Nice and cooking weather here. That stain should be pretty much primordially out. I mean, a little bit in the paper is okay. You guys know how I think when it comes to CGC. It's like, I don't think they really beat over your head on stains as much as they do on the cover. The front cover of a comic book, obviously where your ink is, that's 85% of your grading. That's where the money shot is. And I'm telling you right there, I'm going to leave it like that for 5 minutes. I kind of like that. I'm going to start doing that more often. Remind myself of my old age. So yeah, this first cover really needed it because that's where the darkest was. This first wrap, excuse me, it's not a cover. First wrap really needed the LED. So I probably did a total of like, what, 10, 12 minutes into it now of this LED. It's not a UV, it's not a UV black light, it's a blue light LED. So that's the difference. It's the Captain Mike version. Works pretty groovy, man. Nothing can go wrong with that. Beta! Alright, let's take a look at the third. See, now that's what I want to see. We got the tan out. Now it's a darkish grayish color like that. Yeah, as I expected. That's that frost rate finally coming out. And that's why I give it that really warm, hot temperature. It's the only way to kill it is soap and peroxide and, yeah, all the fun stuff. All the fun stuff, boys. It's time to separate the men from the boys. I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun with you boys. And I hope everybody's doing good at home. I'm telling you right there. Doing for another 5 minutes on the third wash. I do a flip. Man, this outer cover, I really want to wash it because the other pages did not take this much. It's just this first wrap was, I think it was like 4 or 5 washes, and it needed it. Trust me, this Eclipse wash is very effective. I'm proud of it. It's doing pretty well. Full capillary action. Baby, it's working. And there it is. Look at that. Look at that. That is what I want to see. And now we're doing the skinny part of the fourth. I'll put more calcium chloride, or not chloride, calcium hydroxide in it. And I'm doing a nice calm distilled water wash, 66 degrees. Just fine. That's just fine. All the excess contaminants or chemicals or salt or whatever is in there is going to come out with the cold water. And I don't feel like showing you because it looked like water. So now I'm going to put the paper towels on it and put my board on it and put some weight on it, and that'll put that pressure out so it dries up nicely. And now we're going on wrap 2. See, I'm aiming on that top part. If you remember in the first video, that's where that stain is. The calcium boy water. It's 1.5% peroxide. And got my mixtures ready to go. Nothing can go wrong, right? Let's do this. It's already in the holly tick sandwich. Retrieve my little Teflon spinner. Is there... Yep. Good temp. Good temp. 91. Good temp. Good enough. For second wrap, first wash. As this is going on, I'm going to do more research on how to do the cover. But this will get, even though it's a second wrap, it will still get hit with the LED Captain Mike style. 5 on both sides. Yep, and I'm going to tell you 10. Yep. And so that's what I'm going to do. But you're not going to watch the whole thing, obviously. I'm going to cut that out. And do a flip. Right? Nope. Yep. Look at that. See how that light just really kind of shoots it off there? Look at that. Just obliterates that. If you saw that rinsate running off, it just pours out all that crusty brownish, yellowish color. That's acid right there. It's acid. It's like the stuff when you puke when you're sick. Same thing. Look at that. This is the second wrap. You would think it's the first wrap. Gross. Alright. Let's take a look at that rinsate. Beautiful. I just love it. So, and then I'm going to change the paper towels, which you got to do that every 30 minutes or so. And I do have a quicker way of doing this, and I will show you. It won't ruin the paper. It's beautiful. Be one more change out, and then I'm going to show you how I use 3 Bristol papers, a paper towel, 2 aluminum sheets, and then it goes in the press. And you're going to like the style I do for 2 to 3 minutes of cooking. I'm going to go retrieve 3 Bristol papers and paper towels inside the press. So when I throw in the oven, I'm going to show you my way of doing it. And I'm not going to show you much more on the washes because you get an idea. We're at a 91 temp, looking good. I'll show you some rinsates. Second wrap took about 3 washes, and the rest of the wraps about 3 washes. Nothing important. I'd just be repeating myself. I just didn't feel like showing you, because you get the idea now. Take a look at the rinsate, because just about every page looked like that. Now, after the second wrap, they all look like that after 1 or 2 washes. I'm not too worried. I have a good feeling it's going to be white pages. See the paper towel on the bottom? 3 Bristol paper pages, aluminum sheets. I'm ready to rock and roll. Only person in business that does this. Pretty much 2 to 3 minutes I cooked that wrap. There was a paper towel, a piece of 11 by 17 Bristol, another clean 11 by 17 Bristol, and then 11-17 Bristol on top. So that's how I do that.
Like his t-shirt gonna make yourself
Time for a free giveaway. A free giveaway. Subscribe, comment, like, and we'll get a winner. That's it. Obviously, got to make a comment, then I can see who you are. All right, let's check it open as I'm holding the camera. So I got to use some knee action there. Get my very, very hot plate out of the way. Oh yeah, I'm sure it looks nice and beautiful. It smells clean too. This is great. Oh my lord. I'm gonna wait until next episode to show you. Amazing. All right. Now we're on to the blue light here. Give me Big D a holler in the comments. Go ahead. Tell me what you think, how you feel. I don't care. Before and after here, This is a few hours of the lights at a time, 20 minutes to 2 hours, switching it. I'm getting the light wattage on 20 watts, a little lighter at a time, lowering it. That's why I like this smaller light. I can control it, and I'm not going to pull the ink off as bad. That's what happens when you use that LED. That thing is too powerful for using a cover in some situations like this anyways. So, you know, subscribe, like, follow. Guys, let's do it up together. Are doing a mind over matter. Patience is a virtual, and we work as a team. We're one big happy family at the comic book family. All right, guys. Peace. See you in the next video. Later.